Ladies, gents, lovely people, welcome to the stream. It is Wednesday, and you know what that means. We're studying Japanese. That's right. In today's stream, as always, we're gonna be doing some Kanji learning. We're gonna be doing some Anki, and then I'm gonna introduce you to yet another Comprehensible Input YouTube Japanese channel. And then we'll move on to the one and only Hanahira, the visual novel. That is what we are doing today. Right, as always, lovely people, I will be answering your questions, whatever they might be, to the best of my abilities. However, I also need to study a little bit, so I might be delayed in doing that. That's all I really have for you today. Bye-bye! No, we are about to get started. We are about to dive in right into Kanji studies, and I am just grabbing a couple of things here to facilitate that, eh? Alright. But how has everybody been today? How has everybody's weekend been? Do tell while I'm getting ready here. I am curious to hear. How have your studies been going? More importantly, right? That's important, isn't it? Have you been immersing every day? Or have you been slacking off and only doing Anki? Tell me all. Alright. We're pretty much set here. So, let's get started. But Martin is saying I've been keeping up my 2-hour minimum of CIJ, which is Comprehensible Japanese website. I assume you're doing this on a website instead of a YouTube, because you are paying for the song. In it. How's that going, Bite Martin? How much is your comprehension improved? It's interesting for sure. Interesting. That's an interesting answer. It's hard to say. So have you tried going back to, let's say, the very first video that you've ever watched with the Comprehensible Japanese to see if you can understand more? So, of course, that's in the plan. Well, for sure. And of course, the reason why I'm asking is, ta-da! Right. But yeah, so the reason why I'm asking is, of course, because you've just started learning. And the RGB cat heater, and that's what's up. That is what is up. It is the best. Oh, man, baby. You're the best. Yes. But yeah, I'm asking because, of course, I'm curious, because you just started studying, but of course, I've started my study in a completely different way. So, and even though I am doing the Comprehensible Input pretty much exclusively apart from the Kanji right now, it's always, I'm always quite curious to hear how's your experience doing that from the word go, you know, from the day one. So, and how are you seeing your progress, and, you know, is it possible for you to measure the progress, and how is your motivation, if you know what I'm saying? That's these are all the questions that are always going on through my mind, actually. Funny how that works. I think way too much about studying Japanese. It's one thing to study Japanese, it's another thing to actually do your you know, have a channel talking about it, so you actually keep thinking more about it than you would usually if you were just trying to do, you know, language acquisition. You keep thinking of things to talk about, you keep thinking, re-examining your methods and things like that. Oh wow. War and Peace. Alright, let's read this. So, Bite Martin is saying, I've gone through the Anki settings you went over in that one April video you did. I did, didn't I? And so far that seems significantly easier to actually take things in. I'm less focused on learning the kanji with the working on the Kaishi 1.5 deck now. I feel I'm supposed to be focused more on the vocab actually, understanding how the sentences sound and what it means rather than stressing over the kanji every other card. Yeah, so... If I was, you know... If you would take me at my 12 months mark, I would say, oh, you know, go and study kanji without doing anything else and stuff like that. But I am a changed man now. I have seen the light. I know my opinions, of course, change. So I would say, you know, don't worry about it at all. Just do as much as you can and don't stress about Anki. Just, you know, have it run. You remember stuff, you remember, you don't. The most important thing is actually to do the immersion bit. As long as you're doing that, it's way more important than Anki in any way, shape or form. Or just, you know, studying kanji separately and things like that. I feel that the beginning is the hardest because A, you don't understand anything, and B, you are... how should I put it? You're still not sure what works and what doesn't work for you. So while the motivation might be super high when you're starting out, it's very easy for that motivation to take a huge hit. So you haven't developed your routine yet. You haven't just been kind of, oh, this is just what I do at this time of the day. So you're still developing those neural pathways in your brain. So all of these factors actually add to, you know, possibility of just saying, screw that, it's too hard, I don't want to do it. So my thinking right now is that keep it, you know, KISS, acronym, K-I-S-S, keep it simple, stupid. Do the minimum bare minimum, do the bare minimum and concentrate on what matters. And what matters is keep it simple, senpai. That's what's up. That's what's up. But yeah, just concentrate on what matters the most, and what matters the most is the input, and what matters the most is being able to listen and understand, unless, of course, your goal is just to read. If your goal is just to read, then, you know, listening would be secondary, but I would argue then you're studying the language backwards. So, in my understanding right now. But Bite Martin is adding one of the CIJ videos, so Comprehensible Input Japanese, talks about things that Yuki-sensei and her children can do. And one thing that goes over is her 7-year-old son can read and write hiragana. He can speak and understand Japanese, but he still cannot read or write kanji. They also have a How Japanese People Learn Kanji video, but this doesn't appear until difficulty 55. It feels like trying to do kanji this early is simply too much. Exactly. And that's why I'm kind of, you know, when you said, oh, you know, I've like redone Anki and done this and that, and I'm like, you know, just, if it's too hard, drop it completely. Just do your comprehensible input. If it works for Japanese kids, I mean, think of it this way, they have 100% success ratio in learning Japanese. God damn! Right? Japanese kids have 100% success ratio in learning Japanese, so how do they do it? Comprehensible input from day one. From day zero, they start listening to Japanese while they're in the womb. You know? So, yeah. So, I feel like, yeah, of course, you know, we're adults and blah, 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 our reasoning is more developed and all that jazz, but they have 100% success rate. We, as adults, as foreigner adults, do not. So, We're also expecting too much of ourselves. So Bite Martin is saying, for sure enable Furigano makes the Anki deck flow significantly better now, which I am really happy to hear. But it takes the, 17 years to do so, says Tanoshiro Kiki. Tanoshiro Kiki, first of all, welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Hey, hey. Alright, second of all, of course it takes them 17 years to do so. But let's put things into perspective. It actually doesn't take them 17 years to do so. To master Japanese fully, yes. But at the same time, to get to a place where they can communicate normally and read hiragana, as Bite Martin was saying, 7-year-old can do that without any issues, right? Of course, they mightn't know the vocab for, things like, I don't know, engineering and relativity theory and things like that. But at the same time, they can speak native level Japanese in other ways, and it takes them a little bit longer to learn how to read. And write, of course. So, the way I view it right now is that we always think, that YouTuber, oh my god, he passed N1 in 9 months. No, he passed it, there is another one who passed it in 8 months. No, 7 months. I became fluent in 1 day. How do you like damn apples? We seem to compare ourselves too much and want the results right now. While that's not how any language learning works. Like, for example, when I was studying English, and I wasn't really studying English, but when I was studying English, I've started in... Was it 2nd grade in school? Or was it 3rd grade? Can't remember. Anyway, the point is that by the time I finished my middle school, I've been studying English for, I don't know, 5 years? I want to say 4 years? I could barely ask directions how to get to the train station when we came to England for the first time. And I could barely understand the answer. While a year in living and talking in English only made me kind of be able to converse on day-to-day things. After 3 years, I thought I was fluent. I was not. Looking back, I was not, but I was at a point where, for all intents and purposes, it was good enough for 99.99999% of situations that I would encounter. And the rest I've developed over however many years, 20, 30, Jesus Christ. I'm dating myself here, guys, I'm dating myself. But you know what I'm saying. So I think we want everything right now, while this is not how the language works. It's simple, just come over here and buy this. I know, right? Like, learn Japanese in 1 day. I've done it! Here is no proof whatsoever, but I've done it. Anyway. Do you reckon it's enough of me waffling on about not much important? I mean, no, it is important. It is important to talk about these things, and I think it's important for people to have the correct expectations. Like, I've been studying Japanese daily for 15 months, and god damn, I wish I've done things differently. God damn, I wish I was further along. But I know it takes time. So yeah, it just takes time. It's absolutely a marathon, not a sprint. It's more like an ultra marathon, But hey, potato. There is no magic shortcut with how much input you're going to need. Exactly. Meow waffle. I like me waffles. Also, the kitty is gone. God damn. Okay. The kitty was right here on top of the on top of the warm box. But unfortunately. Right. Okay. Ladies, gents, lovely people. Let us get on and let us get a studying. So, open your favorite grammar, kanji, or just Anki, or hey, immersion, and let's study together. Right, so I'm gonna shut up, and I'm gonna let you get on with your study while I get on with my kanji. And I shall see you all on the other side of kanji. All right. Shut up already, will ya? Damn right, we're gonna study. Oh yeah. That's a nice song. The Shimmering Ether of Satori from Xenoblade Chronicles, a remix. Very nice indeed. Hey mini Snuckums, welcome to the stream. Yes, the studies are going well. We were waffling on for way too long and I've just started working on Kanji, so yeah, but the kitty is here to welcome you. Yeesh. He's definitely a huge help in, well, first of all streaming, but of course in studying. Yeah, baby. Yeah. You're a good boy. Good boy. All right. Is that better? I think that's much better. Perfect. And hey, Inishnakums, I hope you're doing well as well. Say no. Hope you had a good weekend. Alright. Well, let's see if we can get this done in Anki now. As always, if you have any comments or questions or anything like that, feel free to shout, and I would be more than happy to answer them to the best of my abilities. But for now, Naruhodo, this is the best. Ah, but you can't see the kitty this way. Hold on. How about this way? Perfect. Mystica, good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the stream. I hope you have been well. There you go. You can now see both the kitty and the kanji. Everywhere, anyway. Alright. Let's kill this Anki session, and then we'll... you have to see the co-star. I mean, the co-star is right here. The main star is right there. Yeah. Good boy. Uh-oh. He's getting way too comfortable. I can barely move my mouse now. Kitty laid down on top of the mouth. Right. Yeah. I just woke up, so I gotta do my Anki. Perfect, Mystica, perfect. Well, that's exactly what we're doing here, right? So we can do Anki together. We can do Anki together. On that note, I'm gonna totally shut up now and start doing Anki. So, let's do Anki. Eh. Baby. You're a bit in the way, baby. Would you like move a little bit? And back. That is a Kanji deck, yes. So it's a companion deck to, well, it's a freely available companion deck to KKLC. So Kanji, Kodansha Kanji Learning Course. Because that's what I'm using. Arigato, baby. If you'd like, I can post the link to the deck if you're interested in that. But it really does not work really well without the actual book, so you kind of have to have both the book and the deck to work together. Yep. So, the other card just to walk up is totally fine as well. Kevin Brad, thank you for the follow. As for me, so I prefer to have a hybrid approach. I find that I do like to look at the kanji and be able to say, oh, that's what the kanji means. And then be able to guess a word meaning, even if I don't know the word to begin with, just from the composing kanji. So, because sometimes that is closer to the nuance of the meaning of the word than the direct English translation. And I'm not at a level where I can just do the Japanese to Japanese, right? So monolingual language transition. At least I don't think I am. But of course, learning kanji in isolation is useless. Don't do it. Look at me. I wasted 6 months on learning over 2,300 kanji. And now I'm back to pretty much square one. Because I've learned them in isolation. So that's why I am now reading heaps. And heaps and heaps and heaps. Matter of fact, I've just finished 20 volumes of Karakai Jouzen no Takagi-san manga. Hell yeah, just earlier today, as a matter of fact. Yeah, so it's complemented by reading, so it's not just kanji in isolation, which I would not recommend for anybody to do, despite the popular advice on the internet. Yeah, so learning to write, of course, is very important. And Mystica is saying, yeah, like to pay attention to that as well. I would like to do it when I learn to write, which is the end game for me. But that's what I'm actually doing, so let me... That's what I'm doing, so as part of remembering the kanji. There you go. Yeah. I'm writing them out, including writing out the words. And because that activates the tactile memory, so which is much better than just, not using that. So I kind of combine the two. I don't write them out all the time, I just write them out when I relearn the kanji for the first time. I know. When I relearn the kanji again, I write out the kanji, I write out all of the example words, and that helps me remember, and readings. That helps me to remember the words, the readings, more or less in context instead of just learning kunyomi and non-yomi. And then, of course, go out and read a lot. Subtitles, books, manga, and encounter those kanji in the wild. So, and of course supplement that with a little bit of Anki. Not too much, because I'm only learning 4 kanji a day, which... oh no, Kitty, don't go. Oh, too late now. Yeah, so I'm only learning 2 kanji a day, so... Yeah. Wrong button. Alright. So I'm not kind of... It's definitely like a secondary thing, if not a tertiary thing for me right now. I'm happy for this to grow naturally, and this is kind of a supplement to all the reading, rather than reading being the secondary and learning the kanji is the primary, right? Because I've made that mistake before, so I'm not doing that again. Another banning track, by the way. Snake Buster from Mega Man. Interesting. Miska is saying that's a nice way to do it. I like to read, so I see kanji a lot, so I have been able to guess readings without seeing some words before. Makes me feel cool. Exactly. I can rarely go wrong with some Mega Man. Damn right. And by the way, if you like any of this music, it's all free. OC Remix is the website. So go and check it out. It's remixes of all the different game music that you can possibly shake your stick at. Fantastic site with some really fantastic artists. And of course, totally legal to do on YouTube. God damn it, YouTube. Thank you. Yeah, so there you go. Very cool. Naruhodo. Ikanocho. なるほど。Tokomai's man's looks. すごいじゃん。なるほど、なるほど。効率。なんだこれ。効率。公。公と公。公の効率。なるほど。広告 Mr. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. There we go. Oh, my apologies. That got removed for some reason. Mr. is giving us kokoku there in the chat. Yes. Right. Public. Nej. Micho och Shincho. Micho じゃなくて。かな。別々にね。 わかれる。わかる。分別する？分別かな？分別。ああ、なるほど。なるほど。長男の男の人、なんか、わかる。これ、下男。なるほど、なるほど。公。これもちょっと難しいな。さあ。もういいよ。And so, that brings us Oh, but Martin said actually regarding the OC remix, cool that's still around, remember going there as a kid. Yes, OC remix is absolutely fantastic. It's still around, there's still new songs being made, remixed, not made. And they do try to police things so that it is YouTube non-claim friendly as well. So, not 100%, especially as far as Nintendo goes. But you didn't hear it here, did you? But yes, they are really, really good. All right. So, ladies, gents, lovely people, we are finished with our Anki grind and Kanji. And the next thing we're gonna do is I'm gonna introduce you to a brand new YouTube channel to immerse with. Yes, I will. All right. Give me 2 secs. I've just noticed something. There we go. No autofocus, please. Right. Now let's bring up the channel, shall we? All right. So the channel I want to introduce to you today is this. It's Chieko Osugi. Chieko Osugi is a Japanese teacher living in New Zealand. She is a lovely lady who has a bajillion of videos on her channel. She primarily does about 2 to 8 minutes videos where she just talks about life and students and, little tidbits about Japanese language. But what is really cool is that she does also live streams. And of course, all the time. So the next one is scheduled for 28th of May at midnight, my time, unfortunately. So that does not really work for me, but it might work for you. So the streams are where she really just, again, talks about life, etc. So as for the level of kind of what I would think should be suitable, or for whom this should be suitable, I would say that this is about, if you are advanced beginner, this is gonna be where you want to start listening to her, okay? She speaks clearly, but fairly fast. She is using quite simple words, but it is literally just talking to you. She does have a few explanations now and again, but for the most part, it is just a conversation. So there isn't really a lot of visual cues for you to be able to grab onto things. So you have to have developed some vocabulary before you are able to get the most out of her videos. So that is that. Today we're gonna be watching for Japanese learners. All of her videos start for Japanese learners. An Old Tale of Japan, Dokkoisho. Dokkoisho wakaran. So, その昔話かな. So, is it a folk tale? I have no idea. I have not watched this video. I just thought that this might be cool. So, we're gonna be viewing it right now, and I hope you can join me. I'm gonna switch off the music for this, since we do want to be listening to the actual... Oh, hold up. I think the kitty might have somehow altered that. Right. But yes, we do want to be listening to the actual video. All right. Without any further blabbering on about things, let's get started.
はい、皆さん、こんにちは。世界の至るところで日本語を一生懸命に勉強している皆さん、お元気ですか？
元気ですよ。
世界の日本語教師。
ちょっと待ってね。
大杉千恵子です。今日は、2024年12月3日月曜日じゃなくて火曜日です。火曜日の、午後6時20分。一つ目のね、日本昔話、どっこいしょっていうのがね、ちょっとまだ、なんていうか、ビデオの撮り方とかあんまりよくわからなくて、もう一度やり直してみたいなと思ってやってます。どっこいしょという題です。このイラスト。これ団子です。団子。団子。団子ですよね。団子って書いてあるでしょ。
大好きよ。
どっこいしょ。それで、このどっこいしょという話は、
団子どっこいしょ。
この、桃太郎っていう題の本の中に入ってるお話です。
ああ、桃太郎の話、
昔
話。ああ、そっかそっか。
よいしょ。よいしょ。どっこいしょ。はい。
どっこいしょ。
はい。どっこいしょ。はい、いきますね。ちょっと揺れないように持てればいいんですけど。どっこいしょ。
どっこいしょ。
昔々、ちょっぴり困った三吉という男がいました。どんな風に困ったか、どんな風に困った三吉かというとね、ある日、ある時、三吉はお嫁さんに頼まれて、お嫁さんのお母さんの家へ届け物をしました。おやまあ、ご苦労さんでしたね。さあさあ、団子でも食べて、一休みしてくださいよ。
いいな。
お嫁さんのお母さんの出してくれた団子を生まれて初めて食べて、三吉はびっくり。うまい。こんなうまいもんがあったのか。
団子だべ。
帰ったら早速嫁さんに作ってもらおう。三吉は何を作ってもらうのかを忘れないように、団子と言いながら帰りました。
そうかそうか。
団子だ。ところが、水たまりがあったので、三吉はどっこいしょと飛び越しました。その途端、三吉の頭から団子も飛び出しました。そして代わりに三吉ったらどっこいしょどっこいしょ
どっこいしょと
言いながら帰ったのです。
ああ、そうか。
家に着くと三吉は早速お嫁さんを呼びました。
Dennis Mikle, welcome to the stream, first of all. I'm gonna answer your question after we finish watching this video, so bear with me.
おーい、どっこいしょを作ってくれ。出迎えたお嫁さんは、目を丸くして、どっこいしょ？何よそれ。だから、お前の母さんが作ったどっこいしょだよ。
どっこいしょだよ。
そんなもの知らないわよ。知らないって、お前も子供の頃に食べただろう？あのうまいどっこいしょだってば。どっこいしょなんて食べたことないわよ。うるさいわね。怒ったお嫁さんは、つい持っていたおしゃもじで三吉のおでこをペタンと叩きました。
ペタン。
はい、ページをめくりますね。
はい。
次のページ。はい、めくりましたよ。
よーし。
ここにも団子の絵かな。はい。
あ、団子かな。
あいたたた。みるみるうちに三吉のおでこが腫れ上がります。お嫁さんは慌てて言いました。あららら、どうしよう。団子のようなこぶになっちまった。すると、三吉がおでこを押さえて叫びました。それだそれだ。団子だ。団子。団子を作ってくれ。なんだ、団子のことなのね。お嫁さんはにっこり甘い団子をたくさん作りました。二人はもちろん団子を食べて仲直りしましたよ。ね。ちょっと困った三吉の話でした。おしまい。
おしまい。
おしまいはね、終わりと同じです。おしまい。終わり。
終わり。
それでは最後まで聞いてくれた皆さん、ありがとうございました。
こちらこそ。
次の動画も楽しみにしていてください。それではね。
楽しみにしますかな。はい。もちろん楽しみにするですね。はい、お疲れ様、みんな。よし、Danny Smikle is asking. And before I actually answer Danny Smikle's question, so, lovely people, if you liked what you see, so this was basically a kind of mukashi banashi, right? So a Japanese folk tale or fairy tale that she's doing. The name of the channel is Chieko Osugi. She is an absolutely lovely lady. She lives in New Zealand and she is a Japanese teacher. She has a lot of different content. Mainly, it is just talking about how her day is going, how her students are doing, and things like that. But she also introduces Japanese culture, of course, fairy tales like this, and some other tidbits from Japan. And she regularly does streams as well. So I highly encourage subscribing and checking her out. The link to her channel is in the video description. So go and sub to her if this sounds like your jam. All right. Danny Smikle says that I can review 30 words in a day on 3 different lists on the same day. Will I learn anything? That's 90 words a day. So, Smikle, if you're just saying that you are gonna be reviewing things, it means that you are taking in new words every day from 3 different decks. I assume you are again using SRS like Anki or something else. If you're doing that, keep in mind that let's say that if you are doing 30 new words a day on 3 different things, that's 90 new words a day. you won't be able to learn anything because in about 4 weeks' time, you'll have 900 words a day to review. So in the months, these 90 new words a day will become 900 reviews plus 90 new words a day. Yep. So can you sustain that? I wouldn't be, but hey, you do you. Danny, you are always asking about doing different things with Anki, which is great. It's great to kind of be able to try new things and trying to figure out how to study. But my advice to you would be Anki or any flashcards are always secondary. Immersion is the primary way you're going to be acquiring the language. So listening, and if you're at a stage where you can be reading, right? Not new words, review words, right? So to tell you, so it doesn't really matter how many different lists you are. And by the way, Zirai, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna get to your message in a second. I am just, but I'm gonna answer Danny's question because he was patiently waiting for us to finish watching the Comprehensible Input video. So, Danny, how many new cards a day? How many new words a day are you going to be learning with 90 reviews from 3 different things? So it doesn't matter how many decks or how many different sources you're using. It's that has no impact on anything whatsoever. But for example, are you doing any, you're only doing 6 new words a day. Right, so if you're doing 6 new words a day altogether, you would be getting about 60 new words, or not new words, 60 reviews after about a month of doing 6 new words a day. So, not 90. My reviews at the worst time that I was doing Anki, I was reviewing over 200 cards every day. It was not fun. And I was getting close to 2 hours of reviews. So while you should be aiming to have about no more than 15 seconds per word, in the ideal world, you'd be looking at the Anki card and you're like, right, pass or fail, bam, done, no more than 5 seconds. However, that is very hard to do. And my usual average time was about 18 seconds per word, going a little bit longer for harder things and, when I was doing different things. But the question is not, can you do it? The question is, are you doing it right now? And how long does it take you to get through, let's say, 1 word, right? 1 card. How long does it take you to do 1 card? You can check that on Anki. How long, and then you'll kind of know how long it would take you to do 90 cards. And once you know how long it would take you to do 90 cards, add 10 minutes on top of that to be on the safe side, and ask yourself, are you able to sustain that every single day, right? So that's how you would arrive to, can you actually do it? Reviewing 90 words a day is totally doable, but do you want to be doing that is a different question entirely. So Zirai, again, welcome to the channel. This is my favorite Japanese learning channel recently, says Zirai. I started learning Japanese around the same time as you, so it's fun to see your progress. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. Thank you. It is really, really heartening to see other people's progress as well. Try not to compare yourself to other people. It's hard to do. I try to do that, and it is very hard to do not to compare yourself to other people. But if you do, try and let it inspire you to go forward. instead of being depressed on, oh, they're better at this. And because we all have our own circumstances, we all have our own weaknesses and strengths and our own peculiarities. We all spend certain amount of time a day that we can spend. We do not have... Oh, well, thank you so much for the sub, Stiplet. I really appreciate that. I believe Stiplet just subbed. I might be wrong. But yes, so we all... And yes, he has just subbed. Thank you so much. So, all of that is to say... that's weird. I saw a big Twitch banner thing, but it was pretty vague on what it was for. I know, right? That was weird. But Martin, yes. So Mystica says, I use an add-on that makes me skip after 3 seconds of seeing it. Oh, Mystica, you don't actually need to use an add-on. It's an integrated function inside of Anki. And I'm actually going to show you now where it is. Boink. All right, you go to, let's say, I don't know, doesn't matter which one. You go to options in any of the decks. And then you go down to somewhere here, unless they've changed it. There we go, timers. And you can do it here. Maximum answer seconds. You can change it to whatever you want. It's really quite cool. So yeah, that's fine. I prefer the leaner my Anki is, the better. But I mean, look at that. That's not lean in any way, shape, or form. But you know what I'm saying. I tend to add a lot of add-ons as well, and if I can get rid of add-ons, I do. So yes, it's a built-in function in Anki, so you don't need to do anything extra, any extra add-ons, because of course a lot of add-ons are very old, and they were created when Anki did not have that function, and Anki over time, because it's been the new versions have been released all the time. They integrate things that they think are cool. So yeah. So Daniel Smikla says, by the way, I don't use Anki. I look up web pages with core words, so lists. That is fine. The thing is that looking up web pages with core words is kind of like doing Anki. So I would advise you doing that in context. So instead of looking up pages with core words, read. There are fantastic graded readers, and let me actually let me go and show you one. What was the name of it? Oh god. Let me try and find it for you. I can't remember because I haven't used it in a while. It's not Aozora Bunko, is it? Oh no, that's not Aozora Bunko at all. There we go. There you go. It is Tadoku. Yes. So the graded reader I would recommend is Tadoku, and if you go here, you can check it out. It is they have all different levels. So start at 0, go up, and just check out whatever you're checking out. And well, thank you for all the hearts. Yeah. So check out the Tadoku and read there, because it is much better to do it that way instead of just looking up a random list of words, because if you don't have context, your brain will just not remember it at all. So I suppose that's much better answer to your question than can you actually get 90 words. And of course, it all depends on how much you immerse this way, right? Right. So Jirai is saying, I've noticed my motivation drop when I start comparing myself to others, so I try not to do that. Yes. So, and that is very, very important as well. If this is how you react, then just try not to compare yourself at all. And hey, we are all human. This is what we do, right? So it's not that we are, you're a bad person if you're like compare and you're like, oh no, I'm jealous of that person. No, we are all human. That's literally this is in our nature. But you gotta bear in mind that it's fine to compare, but at the same time, when you do compare, just understand that everybody has their own circumstances, right? So, for example, this me is the perfect example. And let's talk about this for a second. So, this is an interesting story. So I saved the webpage for reviews. Oh no, that's cool. That's cool. And do I immerse in anime? I do, Mystica. I do. So, actually, let me address that. So, do I immerse in anime? Yes, I do. Tomorrow, you will get a video that I've created over a month ago, but freaking Netflix copyright struck me. And they took a month to actually review my dispute. And they again struck me, so I had to remake the video. But it is coming out tomorrow at, I think, 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock, something like that. It's a review of the anime and drama and anime movie and drama movie all in one from the perspective of a language learner. So watch out for that. I do immerse with anime, I do immerse with drama, I immerse with manga, and I immerse with books as well. So that's to answer that. I am a beginner and getting stuck at kanji. Taeyong is bold. Jesus Christ, what a name. What a name, my man. Welcome to the stream, first of all. Bite Martin, yes, Netflix is gatekeeping anime. Okay, it's fair use and all that, and Netflix and all that. If you get me started, this stream is gonna get derailed. So let's not go there. Taeyeon is bald, right? My man or woman, if you're a beginner and getting stuck at kanji, do not learn kanji as a beginner. I made a pause there just for the gravitas of the situation to hit you. So, if you're a beginner, if you're a complete beginner, instead of studying kanji, go and watch my top 5 YouTube channels for complete beginners to immerse, subscribe to all of them, and start watching them. That's all you need to do. Once you can understand those channels without any issues, then there are plenty of resources, but you can start by, of course, getting something like Heisigs. I remember in the kanji, I would not recommend that. I would actually recommend what I'm doing right now is Kadansha Kanji Learning Course with Anki, supplemented by a brick tone of reading every day. Or do a brick tone of reading supplemented with kanji learning, should I say. So yes. So if you are a complete beginner, don't learn kanji. I know I'm contradicting myself because I have a video saying learn kanji first. Don't learn kanji first. I've changed my mind on that. I was wrong. I admit it. I've changed my mind on that. And yes, instead of learning kanji, learn to listen. I've basically ignored seriously learned kanji, but I can still read a couple of hundred of them naturally just by exposure. You just answered your own question, my man. If you need any recommendations, you should watch Boku Dake ga Inai Nantoka. Inai Machi, kana? Or English name erased. It has a bit of Hokkaido band, but it's not overwhelming. Let's just get this. Boink. Guy. Okay. And this is Boku, yeah. Boku Dake ga Inai Guy. Okay. But yes, so... Hey. Thank you for the recommendation. I have never heard of that. Is this anime or is this his drama? Anime mitai. Anime da. Anime. Oh, naruhodo. Okay. Never heard of it, but hey, good recommendation. I'm gonna check it out. Actually, I'm gonna leave it here just so that I can check it out. Yes. So. Oh, there is anime version and live action. Oh, very cool, very cool. Is this like slice of life sort of drama situation, or what is it? Right. All right. I was talking about motivation, so let me go back to talking about motivation, and then we're going to start on our next segment, which is a visual novel, which I promise we are going to be... Oh, mystery. That's very cool. I promise we're going to be diving into that in a second. So, comparison is the killer of joy, guys. However, we do compare ourselves. There is no way around it. We will be comparing ourselves until we probably die. But, talking about comparison. So, let's say you watch one of my videos and you're like, oh my god, why am I also at 15 months and I'm not at a level that Nihon Miao is? As an example, or you might be watching me and you're like, what the sucker? Oh, what a moron! He doesn't know how to learn Japanese. Right? But, here is my situation. I don't have kids. I mean, apart from 2 kitties. They don't demand as much time. Right? I don't have a lot of other commitments. I can afford to concentrate, A, on making YouTube videos in my free time and studying Japanese, right? So I can find time in a day for 4 to 5 hours of doing Japanese every day. Now, if you've been studying Japanese for 15 months and you can only find 1 hour, there is no way in hell, unless you're some kind of genius, that you'd be able to reach the same level. Yet, we were both doing Japanese for 15 months. So there is no point in comparison. Another thing, now I have spoken about that in my 6 months, 9 months, and my trip to Tokyo or trip to Japan video. I have not started from zero. I have lived in Japan, given over 10 years ago now, for 3 years. I have gotten to a certain level of Japanese, given it wasn't very high. I would say if I was to use the JLPT grading system, which I shouldn't, but anyway, I was maybe just above N5 level in 3 years. I had other priorities when I was there, so I wasn't really dedicated a lot of time to learning Japanese, and I have forgotten most of it when I started, yet relearning words, relearning vocab, is much easier than learning it for the first time. You know, yes, I've been studying seriously Japanese for 15 months every day. Yes, I haven't studied Japanese for 10 years, but yes, I have not started from zero. So that's why I'm saying, you know, comparison is the killer of joy. You don't know the situation of the person you're trying to compare yourself to. Even if that you think you do, you might not. Right? So that is why bear that in mind whenever you try to compare yourself and use that to propel yourself to do better. All right. I will get off my pedestal now. So Marcus is saying, so did I. It takes time, but you'll get there, Marcus. Exactly. Everything that's worth learning takes a lot of time. Welcome to the stream, Marcus. You are a legend. I have said it in exactly the same way, but I couldn't have said it better myself. Yes. Everything worth learning takes time, but I will not repeat myself because I've been harping on that in the beginning of the stream for like probably 20 minutes straight. So how about we're gonna move on, yes, to Hanahira. I will now shut up and only talk in Japanese from now on, all right? So,
キャラクターを選んで
All right. So previously on Hanahira, certainly plenty of people trying to get your money in exchange for some miracle methods, says Byte Martin. And that is absolutely true. That is 100%. Now, there are people that genuinely can help you. But there are so many resources available for free online in order for you to learn how to learn the language, plus in order for you to just learn the language as well, that just be careful. If somebody promises you, hey, in 6 months, you will go from 0 to N1. First of all, N1 is simply advanced intermediate, if not intermediate, but advanced intermediate level. Second of all, to get there, I don't know anybody who got there in 6 months with all the outrageous claims online. I think the quickest one I know online was 8 months, and that is also a little bit suspect, otherwise known as sus. But most people can get to N1, realistically speaking, if they do hard work and probably study 5 hours a day every day in about 18 months to 2 years. And that is if they say, I'm gonna be trying to pass N1. Yeah. Not 6 months. And that's getting to advanced higher intermediate level. That's not even being fluent. And that is usually if you're just concentrating on getting to N1, right? So just everything takes time. Literally everything takes time. And if somebody says, you can learn it in 6 months, just pay me money, does it sound too good to be true? Probably is. I didn't have to learn Kana because I tried learning 3 years ago, but I quit the same week. Now I'm 6 months in. Well, that's what I'm talking about, Mystica, right? So, like, I've learned Kana when I was in Japan, and I haven't used it in 10 years. I have forgotten some Kana. I have definitely forgotten most katakana. I've still had, like, a vague recollection of hiragana. I didn't need to kind of sit down and say, right, I'm gonna relearn hiragana and katakana. I was just like, right, I'm just gonna start reading and start, immersing, and I will get there eventually. So I didn't really need to do it because guess what? I've learned it over 10 years ago. Even if I have forgotten quite a bit of it, but it's not a big deal. But I think Byte Martin is a very good example of where you can learn Kana in, what was it, 3 weeks? You've pretty much gotten 95% of both hiragana and katakana, or something like that, Byte Martin. So, like, Kana is such a small thing in the language anyway. About 6 days for hiragana and about 3 weeks for both. There you go. Yeah. But yeah, my point is that not everybody is starting from the point where you think everybody's starting. Everybody has their own circumstances. All right. Now, I will stfu, and we will play visual novel. So, previously on Hanaira. So, as we know, all too well, nothing ever happens in this visual novel, which is fantastic because the language used is day-to-day. But starting from the beginning, we woke up, we found Amana in her bed, she decided that sleeping in our bed is good. She didn't want to get up, we forced her to wake up, go to school, she forgot everything in school, we had to help her with homework, we had to give her books, workbooks, etc. Basically, she forgotten everything but her head. Then we had lunch. Then we went and decided that, you know what, we are gonna be sleeping over at, can't remember her name place. And then the sleepover was organized. They went to a shopping mall, got the shopping done, got some pictures together. This is like a fantastic story, isn't it? Then we realized that we need some food, so we went and bought food, came back home. The other two girls are cooking, and Amane and I can't remember the name of their main heroine. They decided that they're just being Jama and they're gonna be playing a game instead of a computer game or console game instead of getting in the way with cooking. And this is what they have just sat down to do. Yosh! That's where we are. So let's go.
キャラクターを選んでと。
これからちょっと日本語だけ話しましょうか。ねえ。まあ、頑張ります。頑張るしかないね。
けど、かおりちゃんがキッチンに立たなくてよかったよ。
かおりちゃんだべ。
まあ、店員オーバーだし、あまねの相手をする人がいなくなっちゃうから。
まあ、店員オーバー。店員オーバー。あまねの相手をする人がいなくなっちゃうから。OK。
それもあるけど、かおりちゃんが手伝うと大変なことになっちゃうから。大変なことって何よ。
大変なことって何よ。
お鍋を焦がしたり、調味料を間違えたり。
調味料。なるほど。面白い。もう。さあじゃないよ。せっかく楽しい気分になってたのに、こいつは
悪かったわね。どうせ私は料理下手よ。
下手よ。
ふてくされないでよ。
ふてくされないで。なるほど。はい。
ふてくされてないわよ。もう、あまねのバカ。下準備はこれでいいかな。
下準備。as opposed to where の準備。あれ？準備はわかる。下準備あんまり。なるほど。そうか。はい。
まことちゃんにいっぱい手伝ってもらっちゃってるね。
ちょっと。
まことちゃんにいっぱい手伝ってもらっちゃってるね。
はい。
手伝うって言ったのは私だから。
もう一度。Marcus is saying, if you don't mind, could you explain your setup for sentence mining? Until now, all my words came from reading web novels with Yomi-chan, but I want to start playing visual novels. All right. So, as I said to somebody asking in the comments, I should really do a video on that because it's a bit complicated to set it up. However, once it's set up, it's really quite simple. So, Marcus, I am no longer doing sentence mining. However, the setup is still there. So, the first thing, you're talking about Yomi-chan. I assume you are using the Yomi-tan instead of Yomi-chan. So, Yomi-tan is there. Unless, of course, you're still using Yomi-chan instead of Yomi-tan, but Yomi-chan has not been developed for quite some time now. So Yomi-tan, for all intents and purposes, has replaced that as a a more up-to-date and developed extension. So if you already have Yomitan set up, you are kind of halfway there. The second thing you need to know is the text structure. So text structure is a program that would pull the details out of visual novels and quite a few different things. It can sometimes work with games depending on how the game is coded, but it works pretty well for visual novels. So you install the text structure. The Windows will say, "Oh no, this is a virus. I'm gonna quarantine it." You make your decisions for yourself. So the reason why the Windows Defender, or at least, if you're using that, thinks that it is a virus because it hooks itself into another process, right? And extracts information from it, which is, of course, a big no-no, for Windows because, that's a suspicious behavior. But, of course, this is exactly what we wanted to do. Now, I have not created text structure. I do not distribute the text structure. You can go yourself onto the just Google text structure. It will bring out the GitHub page. Make sure it's the official one. Download it and do the thing with the text structure. So once the text structure is set up, you launch it as an admin. And once it's launched as an admin, you attach it to game. So you click, let's remove my face for a second. Boink, Chigo. Zen Shigeyo. There we go. So you click here to attach it to a game. It attaches to the game. You find the process. There are a bunch of processes. You find the right one for you. And now it's pulling the details onto text structure. But of course, you cannot use Yomitan on it because it's a program. It's not a web interface. For that, I'm using Come with the GitHub.io thing. It's like a local-based wiki page that you create yourself, ecstatic GitHub, come with k.github.io. You get that set up. It basically parses the text structure information onto there, which you can then look up, and then you just click. You have to have your Anki open and Anki Connect installed. You click on a button here. Once you have that, it would add the sentence. And then you can also add the photo. I'm using, Share X for that. And the sound file again, Share X. And that would create, so basically 3 clicks. After everything is set up, it's 3 clicks. And you're going to be pulling the word with definition, the picture, and the sound in just 3 clicks. Takes, 2 seconds, if that. So should I show you? I need to open things. I won't. But that's basically it. You also, of course, need to set up Yomitan for go to the Anki page and set up the specific card type you want to be using, and set up all the bits with that. Now, of course, while this is more in depth that I should have went into, you're like, what the hell? I'll try and create a video for this. There are a few good guides on the internet, and I actually followed the guide myself. I didn't just, channel magical Japanese energy here to set things up. So I probably won't be able to find the guide for you, but let me quickly see. Okay? The things I do. Nope, no, you don't. I think actually that was easier than I thought. I think this is it. There we go. Yes. There. Perfect. Sorted, my man. I shouldn't have wasted time and my breath explaining it. I should have just sent you to this guide. Follow this guide. It is in depth. It's a little bit complicated, but once you have it set up, you'll be A-okay. On that note, let's get back to actually immersing.
手伝うって言ったのは私だから。
はい。
とっても助かってるよ。
だっても助かってるよ。
手伝うことある？しばらくお鍋の中の煮物を炒っててほしいの。
簡単な手伝うなこと。
私はお鍋が足りなくなっちゃったから探さないと。
Thanks a lot for the reply. Yeah, it's Yomi-chan because most of the time I still use Firefox, says Marcus. But I've started to use Chrome recently. So I use Brave browser, by the way. A little bit better privacy-wise than Chrome. It is Chromium-based, so you might as well be using Chrome. I'm pretty sure Yomi-chan would have exactly the same setup. So follow the guide and it should work for Yomi-chan as well as Yomi-tan. But yeah, Yomi-tan is definitely the extension that has been developed, but I think, as you say, it's just... yeah, don't think it would work on Firefox. 残念だけどな。
私はお鍋が足りなくなっちゃったから探さないと。下の棚にはなかったから残ってるのは。
Hold up. I think you would all appreciate this face more than my face, so that's exactly what we're gonna be doing. ちょっとね。よし。さあ、次。
下の棚にはなかったから残ってるのは上か。
残ってないよ。
高いところにあるけど手を伸ばせば届くかな。
かわいい猫が来た。来たよ、来た。ねえ、ポリ。この猫の名前はポロクスね。ポロクスとカスター。知ってる？グレーシのなんか昔話からね。おー、good boy。Good boy じゃん。Good boy。いい子ね。いい子。おー。
高いところにあるけど手を伸ばせば届くかな。
手を伸ばせば届く。あれ？なんだほら。手を伸ば、あれWhat's going on? Why are we not pulling? Why are we not pulling the stuff in here anymore? Huh? There we go. Pyong, pyong.
全然ダメだ。おとなしく台に上がろう。
さあ、他の猫来たよ。 見て見て。お、2人ともね。お、2匹かな。さあ。かわいい。あと少し。何をしてるの？ダメだ。ああ。
頑張れ。
ちょっと誰にも手伝わないかな。あ、それ自分で取れた。
後ろに倒れる。
あ、倒れた？倒れちゃったな。
キャッチ。
キャッチ。
助かった。ありがとう、まことちゃん。危なかった。
危なかったじゃん。
私もちょっと焦った。何もなくてよかった。
あー、何もなくてよかったな。ちょっと、おー、きつい。出る？おー、good stretch, baby. ねえ。あ、違う。よし。よし。Ah, come on, baby. All right. Gonna switch back to normal cam because, yeah.
どうかした？
どうかした？
まことちゃん。
何？
その、当たってるというか、
その、触ってるっていうか、
触ってる？
触ってるよ。どこに触ってる？
助けてくれたのは嬉しかったんだけど、その、まことちゃんの手？私の手？
はい。ボインボイン。
この両手の感触、まさか。
感触っていうのは？ああ、なるほど。な。
わざとじゃないから。
わざとじゃないから大丈夫よ。
まことちゃんは助けようとしてくれただけなの。わかってる。
よかったな。
本当に悪かった。
本当に悪かった。
ちょっと恥ずかしかったね。
ねえ、ちょっと恥ずかしかったね、キチ。おーにゃおって。また負けた。10連勝。なんだ、連勝。あー、なるほど。
手加減してって言ったのに。
ねえ、手加減してって言ったのに、
私の勝負魂に火がついちゃったんだよ。あまねってゲームはやたらとうまいわよね。
ねえ。ペンっていうのは？ああ。Jirai 777. I assume. Well, first of all, thank you for the follow on Twitch. But I assume that you are the same Jirai as watching on YouTube. So thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
ゲームだけよ、ゲームだけ。
ゲームだけよ。ゲームだけ。
一つでも得意なものがあればそれでいいのです。
Yeah, I gotcha. I gotcha. I gotcha, man. It is you on Twitch. That is fine.
偉そうに。宿題は一人じゃ全然しないのに。
ねえ。
なんかムカつく。もう一回勝負よ。
もう一回勝負？
おーともさん。
次こそ勝つんだから。
よーい、スタート。
スタート。
うわやったわね。
やったわね。
返り討ちにしてやる。
蹴り討ちにしてやる。脇が甘い？え？ああ、なるほど、なるほど。うん、わかった、わかった。
ぱったり。
ぱったり。ぱったりっていうのは。は。
11連勝。
まだよ。まだ終わっていないわ。勝負よ、あまね。
バッチこーい。
バッチこい。
スタート。
ちょっときつい。ちょっとね。何これ。何これ、きち。あれ。
瞬殺。
瞬殺。瞬殺。うん。なるほど。
何今のインチキ？
インチキ？あー、インチキ？インチキ？そっかそっか。
何今のインチキ？
インチキ？インチキ？
れっきとした技ですよ。
なんで今日初めて触ったゲームの技がわかるのよ。
発売前情報をネットで調べておいたの。
発売、何？発売前情報。あー、なるほど、なるほど。
ずるいわよ。
ずるいわよ。
情報は武器だよ、かおりくん。
いいわよ。わかったわよ。もう一回勝負よ。今度は同じ手は食わないから。
次にかおりちゃんが負けると、悪魔の数字13連敗だね。
なるほど。
あたしから1本でも取れたら、かおりちゃんの言うことなんでも聞いてあげるよ。
調子に乗ってるわね。
勝てるものなら勝ってみんさい。
勝てるものなら勝ってみんしゃい。勝ってみんしゃい。うん。わからん。
必ず勝ってみせる。
あー、勝ってみせる。
かかってきんさい。
その前に私も説明書を読むわ。情報だけでも対等じゃないとね。
対等 something to do with strength. あー、equality。なるほど、なるほど。うん。
どうぞどうぞ。
どうぞどうぞ。
一撃必殺の技。ゲージが溜まったら四角ボタン。そんなの分かってるわよ。他にないの？ここにもない。次のページにもない。ない。どこにもない。あまねやっぱりあんた
インチキじゃないよ。
インチキじゃねえよ。
だって一撃で倒せる技なんて書いてないわよ。
一撃？そっかそっか。なるほど。
そのまま書いてはいないんだよ。だって 一撃で倒せちゃうんだから。
どこかにヒントがあるっていうわけ？全然わかんないわ。
ねえ。
じゃあその技は封印しておくよ。
その技は封印しておくよ。封印して。
いいの？これでも着実に上手くなってるのよ。
着実。意味がない。そっか。は。OK？
いいよ。
私が勝ったら何でも言うことを聞くのよ。
オッケーオッケ
その余裕な態度、今度こそ絶対に勝ってやる。
ー。準備はいい？
いつでも。
それじゃあ、よーい
スタート。
てや
トゥア、ここでジャンプ、投げ技、必殺技のコンボ。
やったな。いけ、
我が分身。あ、我らのは。あ、ゲームのキャラね。ゲームのキャラ。我が分身。
防御で耐えてみせる。
本当に耐えた。ならば次の手を使うまでこっちの段からジャンプ。
こっちはパンチ。
効かないよ。テレレレレレレレレほとんどの体力を奪っちゃった。
I hope you're enjoying this high quality Japanese right there.
あまりの攻撃が速くて避けきれない。
攻撃が攻撃。あ、攻撃。ああ、なるほど。避けきれない。ああ、なるほど。
私の速さについてこれるかな。
食らいついてみせる。今回は諦めないわよ、あまね。
しぶとい。
しぶとい？ああ、なるほど。
説明書に書いてあった攻撃技、ダブルコンボ。
やられ
やられたな。
伊達に私の練習相手になってなかったということか。
13連敗なんて不名誉な数字、私にふさわしくないわ。
ふさわしい。ふさわしい。ふさわしい。ふさわしい。ふさわしい。なるほど。はい。
ついに負けちゃったな。
さあ、まね。約束は覚えているでしょうね。無効になんてしないわよ。
無効になんてしないわよ。
仕方ない。約束だからね。何でもお願い聞いてあげる。
いい子じゃない？
素直に観念するところは褒めてあげるわ。さて、あまねには何をしてもらおうかしらね。
ねえ。
かおりちゃん、ものすごい悪役顔。相当悔しかったんだ。
相当。儚の相当。ああ。
負けて悔しがらない人なんていないわよ。
それで、お嬢様は何をご所望で？
何でもするのよね。そうね。
そうね。キス？ ありゃ
私ったらなんてこと思いつくのかしら。どったの？なんでもない。
なんでもないでしょ。
ダメだよ。いくらかおりちゃんでもキスまでだからね。
すごい。脳が読む。
何を言ってんのよ。
あれ？
空気が。
何でもするってそういうことじゃないの
？Marcus is saying again, thanks a lot. I've subscribed to your channel. Keep up making good content. Bye for now, Marcus. Thank you so much, my dude. Thank you. Really appreciate it. And hey, best of luck in your language journey. So I'm hoping to see you again. See you later, dude.
違うわよ。
あれ
びっくりした。
びっくりしたよ。
キスじゃないのか。
キスじゃないのか。残念。
とにかく、そう、肩を揉んでもらおうかしら。
揉んでもらう。肩を揉んで。ああ、なるほど、なるほど。
かおりちゃん、お年寄りみたい。
お年寄りみたいな。
いいの？早く揉んでちょうだい。
そっかそっか。
はい
はいは
よ
い。
っしょ。もみもみ。どうですか？気持ちいいですか？
気持ちいいですか？気持ちいいですよ。ね。ね。よっしゃ。よしよしよし。
いいわ。けど肩もみなんて意外と欲がないんだね。私もっとすごいのお願いされると思ってたよ。
ちょっともう一度。
けど肩もみなんて意外と欲がないんだね。私もっとすごいのお願いされると思ってたよ。
欲？なるほど。
もっとすごいのって、例えば？
例えば
1週間登下校のカバン持ちとか。
登下校。ああ。なるほど。カバン持ち。わかった。
そんなこと考えたこともないわよ。
ね。
お風呂で背中を流すとか。
Wow。
背中一緒にお風呂に入るなんて、そんなこと恥ずかしいじゃない。
そうだよね。
女の子同士なんだし、今さら照れる仲でもないでしょ。
どんな仲なのよ。
幼なじみって意味だよ。
I'm looking forward to watching your set Anki plus Yometan setup in June. You gained 1 subscriber. Juan, thank you so much. I think you were the other person who was asking for the Yometan plus Anki setup. Oh man, now I gotta man up and actually do the video, don't I? Alright. Gambaro. Thank you so much, Juan. I appreciate it.
そういう意味。
ともかくもっとマジですかいみたいなお願いされるのかと思ったんだよ。
そんなことできるわけないじゃない。
いや勝負に負けた以上どんな命令でも甘んじて受けるつもりだよ。
そうだよね。
それが
勝負負けた。
私のポリシー。
あれ。
そう。
お客さん、右側凝ってますな。もみもみ。
あれ？
ええんか？ここがええんか？
痛気持ちいい。
痛気持ちいい。 ああ、よかったよかった。さあ、夕飯できたら、どうしようかな。夕飯できた。さあ、みんな、今日はお疲れ様でした。Thank you so much for being here, everybody. I know I have talked a little bit more than usual today. I hope this was useful for you, even with me rambling on about random things instead of, getting to study and immerse together. But hey, sometimes you gotta let out a good ramble with all the kitties just attacking me right now. It's their food time. Usually my partner is here to feed them, which their feed time is actually half an hour ago. But today she had to go out. So we are going to be wrapping up today. Thank you so much for being here. Next stream is on Friday. We're going to be doing more of the same, more Hanahira. I will introduce another YouTube channel for you to immerse with. And of course, we'll be doing Kanji and Anki.